Hi kids, it's Pastor Sean. The font is filled with water and the temperature is just right. So come with me as we dive in and talk about baptism. Okay, so many of you have seen a baptism, and we need a whole bunch of stuff to make a baptism possible. Sometimes we need a big stone font, but sometimes we use just a bowl. Sometimes we need a baby to baptize, but sometimes a grown-up will do. Sometimes a pastor needs to be there, but other times, like now, parents. But one thing is always there: water. When we baptize someone, we take ordinary water and we pour it out, and we hold our hands out in blessing. And when we say that prayer, we remember the many times in the Bible that God uses water as a sign. You see, sometimes it's a sign of God's power, as in the beginning, when God created the water in the sky that we call rain, and the water below that we call oceans and rivers. Sometimes in the Bible, water is a way God shows the people that God is with them. Like the time Moses and God's people really needed to get out of Egypt. So God parted the sea so that they could get to safety on the other side. And sometimes water is a sign of God's love. When Jesus was baptized, he stood in a river, and when he went down under the water and came back up, there was a voice that came from heaven saying that Jesus was loved by God. Now, I don't think it's an accident that God uses water to get God's message across. Think about all the things that water can do. When we wash our hands or take a bath, water can remove dirt and grime. Water in rivers or in the ocean can be powerful, and it can move rocks and shells. Water can be relaxing too. We love resting by the pool or at the beach. It's why so many of our parents have pictures of the beach as their computer background. Water is a really big deal. In fact, you and I need water. Living things like plants and animals and humans need water. Water keeps us healthy and strong, and it gives us energy. We need water, and we need it to live good lives. And well, we need God, and we need one another for that same reason too. That's what these baptismal waters remind us. Just like how we need water, we need God and one another to live good and strong lives. It's why during a baptism we ask for God's blessing. It's why we all take part in making promises to support and help one another through good times and bad. Life is better, stronger, fuller with God and with one another.
Thanks, Pastor Sean. Today we're celebrating with Pastor Catherine, her wife, and her family as they bring baby Rosie to be baptized at Festival Worship. Let's add our prayers to the waters of baptism now so that we can be a part of it too. Will you pray with me? Dear God, thank you for water. Thank you for Rosie, and thank you for baptism. Help us to always remember that life is better together. And we all say, Amen.